So, Maggie, you actually are part of one of my favorite, or first Opry memories. When I first got to WSM, we're like in the corner, like right behind the announcer's podium, and Mike Snyder is hosting that night.
Okay.
And I'm sitting there talking to Mike, and you come out, and you're about to go on stage, and Mike's like, well, Jay, have you ever met Maggie? And I'm like, no, and you had never met me. And he made us hug right there. It was the awkward hug on the Opry stage just for the benefit of Mike
I don't
Snyder.
remember any awkward hug. I'm a hugger. I'm a hugger after all.
But I just think that's funny. That is one of my first Opry memories.
Mike Snyder is good at bringing people together.
He really is.
Either with his wit or his music. I think he...
Or just forcing people to hug.
Yeah,
total
sure.
strangers.
Which, is also an art in itself.
True. We did it. So what does it feel like when you walk out on the Opry stage? What does that mean to you personally?
There's so many different stages that I've had the privilege of standing on. But for some reason, the Opry always has this very deep... it just makes this sensation arise where I have butterflies in my stomach, and I think about my parents who are listening to WSM online in Maryland and people who are tuning in, and you just feel that sanctity of the stage, and you want to honor the fact that so many people have gone before you and so many people will continue to perform after you, because this is one of the longest running traditions in musical history, and it brings people together who are brand new artists or who are firmly established artists, and that's kind of magical, and it's definitely a waning thing in this world.
It's been so fun to watch your musical journey over the last couple of years, and I understand that you're taking a pretty big step now with some of the new music that you're recording, right?
I am.
Yeah.
I'm making my third full-length album down in Muscle Shoals, Alabama at Fame
Very
Studios.
nice. Yeah.
And I've written most of the music here in Nashville, so it's very much influenced by the community that I feel such a part of here. But I wanted to grant myself the ability to seize this opportunity, and it's always been something that I've dreamt about doing. And going down to Muscle Shoals in that same room where Aretha Franklin sang vocals, and Otis Redding and Wilson Pickett and all these phenomenal, like Rolling Stones and people like that, the Allman Brothers, and you feel that energy just like this place, just like the Grand Ole Opry, where you know who's come before you, you know where the bar is set, and you draw from that. And I think it just makes you dig in and perform to your best ability, and it also makes you honor the fact that timeless music does live on, and people never imagined that songs could be heard decades from now, but I have listened to those very songs that have come out of that studio, and they've shaped the way that I write and I sing and what I gravitate towards.
That area, I mean, when you think about musically, it's just a convergence of styles and, soul and experience. And, when you talk about Memphis and the Delta Blues and Muscle Shoals, Alabama, and Nashville, Tennessee, this is just such a rich musical place to be.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And it was the birthplace of a lot of commingling of different people of different backgrounds who weren't generally accepted in the social atmosphere at that time. And David Hood, who's part of my records, he's 75 years old, and he's played on pretty much every Motown hit that you can name that's of substance. I know he'd probably blush at me saying that, but he would talk about, the segregation at the time and the fact that he was playing with these musicians who weren't necessarily accepted in Alabama, and that was just atrocious, and that the best music came out of that collaboration. And I think that having a rhythm section where my drummer is my age, but then David Hood is 75, and my guitar player is my age.
You have got to go.
Sounds like I gotta go, but I'm very excited about all the people that we've brought together for this project, and
thank you for hanging with us.
Seems really cool.
Go have fun at the Opry.
Thank you. Let's go.